Hey guys, it's Waz again, just to give you a quick video on my bikes. These are Nobz, and as you can see, I've undercoated them in grey, ready for painting. There is a reason for that. I'm not going to go into it though, legal reason. So anyway, what I want to show you on these bikes is probably what you're not going to really pick up much on the photographs. Is if you look at the handlebars themselves, here, you can see that I've tweaked them a little bit so the arms are slightly higher, and then I've put the handlebars and made this construction here with the handlebars so that they actually look as if they would actually really work. Like with all my Orc models, that's the first thing that I have in my mind. Does it look like it would work in real life? Because I know there's a lot of Orc modelers out there that make these fantastic creations, but when you think about them in reality, would they actually work? And that's the main thing I dislike about some modelers, is they just build these massive contraptions and you just, in your back of your mind, you're like, nah, that would never work. No matter how much Orc willpower, it would never work. So that's the first thing that I try and keep in mind is, will this work in reality? So there you go. I've made these handlebars, and yeah, I think that would actually work. No dramas. And to be honest with you, I think that's how they do it anyway. The only thing that I haven't put on is like brake cables or anything like that. So, but in my mind, they run inside these tubes and stuff like that. And who needs brakes anyway? Right. So again, the model. So there you can see the Deathcopter, which is what this is made from. I think the Deathcopter pilot is a massive Orc. If you stand an Orc next to that Deathcopter pilot, a normal Orc, this Deathcopter pilot is massive compared to them. So in my mind, these Deathcopter pilots are already Nobz, and I don't play the game, so they probably are Nobz. I have no idea. Like most of you should know, I don't play this game. So therefore, all I've done here is I had a couple of knob heads lying around, and I've just used them on this model itself. The back end is completely scratch built, other than the wheel, and there you go. You can see I've tried to make like a chain type thing going up to the wheel. It's encased, so I didn't have to do any detail work for the chain driving the back wheel. The guns are completely scratch built. This model here, which I'm showing you now, is my favourite out of all four. The reason being is I love the way the guns are situated. They're slightly on an angle, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. On each of these models then, what I've done is I've put one of these massive chopper things that you get with the knob box selection thing, and also I've given them all a pistol. There you go, you can just see it now. So they've all got a pistol and they've all got a knob axe thing. And again, detail work on the back, on the guns themselves, ammo boxes, very important. If you're going to make these guns that I make, you need something to complement it, and I think the ammo boxes do complement it. A couple of brackets there, so it looks like the ammo box is actually satin type of bracket, made like a little hinge on them at the back. Again, it's all about detail. If you add, I think I'm the most simplest modeler that there is out there, but I get so much praise about how good my models are. Oh, I'm amazing, I'm the god of plastic art. I'm not. It's just that I try and put these little tiny details in it just to add that little bit of finesse, and it works, and it's so simple. It's so simple to do. Anyone can do it. Little tiny cuts of plastic card, look, on the top of the ammo boxes here, okay, that just give it that little bit of extra detail. A tiny bit of chewed up plastic, I chew it up in my teeth, flatten it with my teeth, and then stick it on the back and put a couple of rivets on it, and it's just that little tiny bit of detail again, and that's what makes these models that I produce. I know I'm sounding a bit vain there, but I think in my head they're fantastic. I love them. I love doing it. This is why I make these models. I mean, obviously half the reason I make these models is to fund my airsoft hobby. But hey, I'm having so much fun making these models for people, and that's what these are. Right, I'll show you another model. This is my second favourite model. The line on this just looks like this one is super fast. If I compare it to this one, which is my favourite, you can see that's a more American orange counter chopper style, custom made chopper type thing. And this one is a lot more streamlined, and I just think it's fantastic. The only difference with this one to this one is the guns. If you notice, I've done the guns as a double stack gun. You get them on the actual bike models for Games Workshop. So, but the problem with them is it's really hard to put an ammo box on them. Out of coming either on this side or on this side. I think it'd look daft if it was on that side. So again, yeah, I've had to compromise, and in my head, as far as I'm concerned, the ammo is coming and being fed inside here, and these are just here for sure. These ammo boxes, and there's one there with a little bracket, look, to make it look like it's on the side of the chopper. So I've done a little bracket here. As you can see, the box is slightly off because that bracket's broken again in my head. But on this side, the bracket's not broken, so the box is straight. Okay, so I hope people see that. And on this one as well, I've put one of them claw things and power claws. Little tiny bit of detail work there, drilled out the hole so his hand can go into it. Okay, I've seen people, shocking models, do this before on Daka, and they haven't even bothered to drill out the hole, so they've just left it, they cut it and left it, so it's a blank square. And to me, that's just a little bit of, you could just do that with a model knife, scrape it out, and it looks fantastic. Okay, so what else have I done on this one then? Well, as you can see, the exhaust, I've used the Deathcopter exhaust on this one. I didn't on that one. This one hasn't got an exhaust, but they have got these little tiny exhausts at the bottom here, so that was good enough for me. But because the gun is a double stacker on this one, like there, on this side here, it's just the exhausts, and all I've done is I heated up a little bit of tubing, bent it, measured it, cut it, stuck it on, and again added a bit of mud to it, because obviously there's going to be these going to mostly driving cross country. In battles, so there's going to be mud on there, weathering. So, and again, pistol, nice little bracket there, makes it look like it's being held on. So yeah, again, I love this one. Again, it's sorry, I keep saying again. It's just the line that it takes, and all these are very solid, by the way. As you can see, it's double pinned. Put 2 pins into this resin wheel. I'm not going to say that again, legal reasons. And on this bottom bit here, this is a resin base which I got off eBay. I think they're really good for the money. I have found them for about £3 for 5 of them. So you can, if you search, do a good search on eBay, and you'll find these bases. They just save you a lot of hassle, and they're really good for doing pin work as well. The resin bases, just for sturdiness, I suppose. Because once you have the plastic bases that are hollow, once you put a pin in, it's not very sturdy. You've got to pack it with green stuff or milliput. So there you go. Anyway, moving on to the next bike. Again, this is this is the double stack one again, as you can see there. Yeah, sorry, I was just looking for the axe on this one, but there isn't an axe because he's got a power claw thing. But anyway, on this one, it's a double stack weapon again, but this is on the opposite side. I wanted to keep them a little bit different. At the back there, you can see the ammo box. It's got a little bracket holding the ammo box onto the back. and that's why that one's slightly skew with, because it's not really being held in, it's moving about. Just give it a bit of realism. And on this side, as you can see, I've done a similar thing with the exhaust again. A little bit of piping, heated it up, bent it round the corner, stuck it on and put the exhaust out. And there you go, there's his axe, another power axe, and it's got a couple of brackets on holding it on, and he's got his pistol there. So another really good bike. Okay, last one then. Excuse me. This is just a normal bike with the double guns on, and ammo box again, spare ammo on the back with a bracket holding it on. These are homemade exhausts this time, and another bracket holding his power axe on. And on this side, not a lot going on there, just his pistol. And that's the 4 bikes. There is going to be a 5th. I've been commissioned for a 5th, and these are already sold. So there you go, guys. I hope you like them. Please comment, and please subscribe. I keep saying that all the time, but please subscribe, spread the word. I want people to copy my stuff. I'm an open book when it comes to my modelling. And if anyone's got any advice for me as well, because don't forget, I don't play this game. I've never played this game in my life. I rely on my friend in Leeds to tell me a lot of things about what's going on. He sends me the odd message or two now and then via email to let me know, you know, what sells, what doesn't sell. Because don't forget, guys, I do love my hobby of making these models, but I also love my airsoft, so I need to fund that somehow. There you go then, guys. These are my Nobz On Bikes, and I think they turned out fantastic. They are probably going to be up there in my top 5 models of all times. Right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it and listened to me for 12 minutes. See you later.